Last time we were working with distance, speed, and time. So, and the formula was d equals s times t. And we used this formula to create other formulas using the triangle here, where distance went here. I'll put that in red. Distance here, and speed there, and time there. And we were able to use the triangle in order to figure out formulas. So, so d, which is over s and t, we will say d equals, and the s and t, because they're next to each other, it'll be multiplication. So speed times time, which is what we had originally. Now, if we want to find speed, which is right over here, speed would equal, we cover this up, distance over time. So distance over time. And we want to find time. If we want to find time, we would use this. For time, we'll cover up time and we'll get distance over speed. Distance over speed. Well, we have a new formula now. Force equals mass times acceleration. And we'll little times here. So we can do the same triangle for force equals mass times acceleration. Let's create it here. Let's go get a red pen. So force is here, mass is here, and acceleration is here. So we have mass and acceleration. So if we look for force, we have mass and acceleration. Those two are multiplied. So force equals mass multiplied with acceleration. If we're looking for mass, the mass of an object can be found by taking the force over the acceleration. So if you know the force that was applied to it and the acceleration that it had, the division of those two would give you the mass. And acceleration, if you call it acceleration, can be defined as the mass of the, the force applied to the object divided by the mass of the object. So force over mass. Now, let's talk a little bit about a couple things that these two formulas use. The one uses speed, the other one uses acceleration. This is speed. This over here is acceleration in the formula. Speed is basically change of distance. Speed is the distance. Sorry, it should be an S. Speed is distance over time. Whereas A, this is your speed over time. So the S keeps up with how your distance is changing over time. So this right here, if I go from this spot 0 to this spot right here, which is 20 miles, it took me an hour to do it. This, it would say my speed is 20 miles in 1 hour. Okay. Now, acceleration looks at speed. Let's say I'm driving, and I'm driving right now at 40 miles per hour. But now, 1 hour later, I decide I'm going a little slow, and I want to get up to about, let's see, 60 miles per hour. Okay. So my acceleration, I actually added, I went from 40 to 60. That's 20 miles per hour in 1 hour. So after 1 hour, I went from 40 to 60. So that means I actually got a new 20 miles an hour added to my 40. So I went from 40 miles per hour to 60 miles an hour, adding an extra 20. So that's what acceleration is. It's the idea of getting more speed, whereas the speed is the idea of getting more distance.